Tell them to bring me my money.
You can see I have my green hat on today because we are somewhat bullish. But enough of the nonsense. Let's get into the charts. Today we're going to be talking about 3 scenarios that are playing out on the chart right now. So the first scenario, we have a WXY in a finished low structure. We now should be seeing impulsive moves to the upside in that larger degree wave 5. But if we go into the smaller degree time frame, we can see what is playing out here. This is the first bullish scenario, and in my eyes, the most likely at the moment. We have a blue 1, 2, 3, 4 still coming in, and 5 to the upside. Inside this blue wave 3, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see that we have at the moment a unfinished wave 4. Now, this is the scenario where the top of wave 3 is here, marked off at about $66,100. This being the top of the wave 3, and we are now coming down in a WXY. The 1-to-1 of the WXY is targeting $62,855 in green, and the ABC structure in this Y is targeting the minimum of 62,500. This is in confluence with a few things, but we will get into that just now. So in this Y wave, we should be seeing something called a regular standard ABC. So for some education, we have a few ABC structures, but a normal one is an ABC. Often the B wave hits about the 0.618 but can extend as far as the 886. This C wave targets out often the 1-to-1 of the wave A. So if I mark it here, it would often hit about this green line here. But that is the scenario we are looking at the moment as our main scenario. The second bullish scenario, we have a very similar structure, except, big except, this is not the high of wave 3. This is at $64,900, around there, $65,000. This being then a fourth wave to follow in an expanded flat structure, an A, B, C. Now, if we go into some more education here, we can see that a flat structure is this. Let me go to the hourly time frame. An expanded flat structure is what we have playing out here, where we have an A wave up or down, a B wave then retracing past the A wave low, and a C wave that expands past the A wave high. Often this B wave target is around the 1.236 to the 1.38. These are two other ones that we could have as a running flat, which doesn't expand past the A wave high, or a regular flat, which hits about the 0.9, targeting the 1-to-1 on the C. But at the moment, we can see our expanded flat is possibly playing out. So if we look at the 15-minute, we can see this expanded flat. This expanded flat targets around the 1.618 at $62,025, and this entire wave 4 sits between this purple box, invalidating at the 0.618 at $59,600. Then something would turn more bearish. At the moment, there is this trend line here that we should keep an eye on, as it looks like this trend line could be retested, hitting our purple target, hitting our green target, and then blasting off in that wave 5 from there. In the scenario, we should have a 5 up, finishing the wave 3, and then another 4 and another 5. So targeting those higher degree prices. But on our first scenario, there, as you can see, is only one more move up, as this is the third wave top, and we are seeing a 4 and a 5 before that 3-wave correction down. On the more bearish side of things, we can see we have a possible B wave top in the wave Y. If I go to the 4-hourly time frame, I can show you this. So on the 4-hourly time frame, we have a W, X, and a Y down. In this Y, we should be seeing an A, B, C structure. So in this Y wave down in the C, we should now be seeing impulsive moves in that C wave, as C waves are normally impulsive, A waves are normally impulsive, and a B wave is a 3-wave structure. So as you can see here, we had a general A, B, C, B being a running flat. Now, in a running flat, I can show you some education some more. In a running flat, we have this being a running flat here. So what a running flat does is we have an A wave up and down and a B wave that extends almost or does extend past the A wave low. The C wave to follow then does not take the A wave high before seeing moves to the opposite end. So in this case, this B wave being a flat, as we can see, and a running flat, as we can see here. The A wave coming down, a B wave extending past the original A, and a C wave not expanding past the low of A there. So B wave being a running flat and a general impulse in wave C. So we now should be seeing impulsive structures to the downside here, as you can see on this time frame. This would be the most bearish scenario in this case. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inside this 3, a double 1, 2 coming down, hitting those prices. I don't think this is a contender at the moment, as we do see some overlap in 2, lots of 886s being touched here. So I think further prices down for now, and then a reversal will be to follow. But on the fair value gap side of things, we have the weekly fair value gaps still not filled out, as you can see on the chart. These fair value gaps are all over this week in this move up, and from the low of $15,000. I doubt we will get back down here, but these are the fair value gaps that are often filled out throughout time. But if we look at a more recent fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame, we can see this. This could be acting as crucial resistance in that wave 4 region. Oftentimes, the first time a fair value gap is touched, it is used as support. So I believe we could see a touch here and into that 5-wave extension. Now, for trade possibilities in this price range, starting on the 4-hourly time frame, we still on the 4-hourly time frame have our bullish 5-wave structure up. I would then wait for an ABC to the downside following this 5-wave structure into a support box that will be drawn out on the chart in time. As you can see here, afterwards we should be seeing something like this after our 5-wave move up. I can show you here with the waves. So we should be seeing something along these lines on the 4-hourly time frame, and I would wait until price retraces to the bottom of this wave 2. This would be a wave 1, larger degree wave 1, 2. Taking along from here would be a good long, targeting that $74,000 region. But on the hourly time frame, let me just take away these. On the hourly time frame, we have this structure. At the moment, I would look for a long in this target box of the range 4. A long from this target box targets that 5th wave move, and using some leverage, we could get a really nice gain here. As you can see, a 10-12% gain from this around this move. This would be a good long here, in my opinion, from the 1-hourly time frame. We can see the RSI is going to reset. The 4-hourly is already oversold, and this is a good area to long. On the 15-minute time frame, it is very similar. I would not trade this wave 4 at the moment, as everything is very choppy, as you can see. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's not a nice range to track. So, and to trade. So I would as well enter a long in this target range for the wave 4, targeting that fifth wave move at around $69,000 to $70,000. But that's all for Max Trades Crypto. Thank you so much for watching today. I just want to show you our Discord. In the Discord, we do everything Bitcoin and Bitcoin analysis and trade possibilities that are mentioned in the YouTube video. So feel free to join in the description. But it's been Max Trades Crypto. Thanks guys for watching. Cheers.